Hello and welcome to the Thursday live stream. My name is Igor and this is the channel where we build and maintain open source and free to use applications. We focus on vibe engineering and vibe coding. Let's go. So quick look at our at our board, Trello board in this case. So this is who is out of office. Friendly reminder, who is out of office is the open source PHP Symfony application, free to use, self-hosted, where you can manage your, for small and medium teams, where you can manage your absences within your team. So last time we worked on hierarchy preview. This is moved to done, and as well improvements to the feed customization. What you can see here is the old state. We improved it a little. If you would like to learn more, please take a look at the previous session. Then next, I worked a bit off stream on the Shikigami project homepage. So that's the wireframe. That was our starting point. Last time I shared with you the progress, so that's how it was. That's how it looks, the wireframe. And based on that, it was just an initial idea. So based on that, I worked on the landing page. So this is the current design. My goal is to publish it next week. Let's see how it works. Yeah, so this is the hero section. For sure it's gonna be available for macOS. I will also try to prepare a Linux build from day one. But let's see. Then if you scroll down, there will be some brief information about functionalities, idea, links to download the application. Oh yeah, but that is a task for the future. The nearest future, but still future. So today let's focus on Shikigami because there are a few functionalities that needs to be prepared for the big release for next week. Let's look at the state. So a few things done already. Manual verification, I checked that yesterday. Notification system, it works on macOS for sure. Once you click on the notification, it will take you directly to workspace and to an agent that reported that the job is done. So that is manual verification. Then in progress, Git integration. I know that this is ready for manual testing on a dedicated work tree. I'm gonna take a look at it later, because for today, I would like to focus on smaller issues, minor issues, but important for the overall user experience, which is highlighting active agent session. If you have more than one in a workspace, then it's much better to have a visual identification for an agent that is actually in your focus. Then for the editor space, for sure it needs to have a max limit for tabs. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Yeah, then that one. Whenever you start a new workspace, it would be nice to have an option to start an agent session within a workspace. Work tree, sorry. Yeah, and that one. Would be great if the Shikigami app could understand that a certain or a terminal session window, if it could understand that a certain string is either a URL or a path to a file, and then you should be able to click on it, and that should either open a browser and take you there, or switch to the editor tab and then navigate to a file. So okay, let's start. Yeah, and this I'm gonna move it up because this is more important. Okay, so this is more important than the initial priority on the to-do list, because the notification system that we worked on, it detects when the job is done. But sometimes, and Claude can ask you about certain things, and then you have an option to choose from available predefined options. You can choose one of them, and that unfortunately wasn't detected by the notification system. I wasn't informed, so let's also try to verify how difficult it is to cover these cases as well, and if we can do it today. Let's see. Okay, and if you are wondering what the Shikigami app is, that's the application. This is the agentic IDE where you can manage multiple sessions, multiple AI agents sessions, and also you can work on your code in the editor tab if you prefer that more, or if you prefer a hybrid approach, like supporting your work with agentic coding, then this is possible here. Yeah, the editor tab, this is it's at the early stage of development. It provides basic functionalities, and we are working on it to make it better. And the agentic area allows you to define model, effort, and the number of agents, and you can run them within a workspace, either in a project root or in a dedicated work tree with a dedicated branch. So okay, let's start the first one. Dedicated work tree. And that one will work on a persistent state for an agent. Yeah, default model, yeah, by the way, sorry, I forgot to mention, so at the moment, Shikigami app supports only Claude, and it's built for Claude Code. Could you please describe me states that an agent can be in? Yeah, let's start with understanding what states are available. And also that information gonna be loaded to the context and gonna be, because it's useful for completing this task. That is why I asked for it. Okay, so we have 7 states. Could you verify if all of these states are currently used, and also if the notification system has access to them? Okay, and in the meantime, let's start another session. For the highlighting active session, with a dedicated work tree. As I checked in the code base, we keep track of App Store state, where we keep active agent ID state. And I would like to add a highlight effect to an active agent terminal. It can be a dynamic where if an agent is working, and static when it's waiting for an input. We can brainstorm on this idea. Okay, so the first one is ready, but I'm gonna start a third session for the editor area and the tabs limitation. So for now, it's gonna be a static value, but of course in the future we can extend it and make it configurable by users. Wait, I choose medium effort, so let's switch to high. Yeah, so now we are at high effort. I want you to verify if in the editor area we can add a hard limit for opened tabs in the editor. We are not a card, but hard limit. For now, I would like to have it defined as a const value, but in the future, it should be configurable. Configurable by users. in a settings area. We don't have that yet. Well, we do have, but it's very basic. This is how it looks. Here we can define a default model, default effort, theme. But as you can see, we have light and dark, but it looks like dark doesn't work pretty well. Not that well, because it only changes the UI elements, but not terminal sessions. And there is a checkbox where you can enable or disable OS notifications to be informed about the state of agent's work, if it is in progress or ready for review or it's waiting for your input. Okay, and the brainstorming session with highlighting, sorry, let me switch to dark, because I prefer dark more. Okay, so there is a question from an agent that's working on the highlighting active session feature. It is asking what is the highlight primarily meant to communicate. And I believe it should be selection and activity. Yeah, we can start with that one, and if it's gonna be too annoying, either we do it configurable or we just drop that idea. Okay, and the persistent state. So it looks like the working state for an agent is not used at the moment, not in use. Okay, thank you for confirmation. So let's prepare a plan to implement missing functionality to start using the working state in the state machine. Okay, now I see. So it looks like we cannot start working on the highlighting active session before the missing state will be actually in use. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that session for the highlighting. Because we have a blocker. Okay, then I am moving. I already moved. Highlight active agent session 2 into to-do list. Logged by. Okay, then I'm taking the detection for paths, for a files path or a URL into planning. Okay, and for the tabs limit, I think the easiest way for now gonna be FIFO. Auto close the oldest open to make a space for the new one. Yes. Okay, so let's chat a bit on the question about what is the primary goal for the working state. So there are two important things for me. First one is that I would have a proper state information on the agent terminal, and the other one is that I'm considering using a highlighting feature for a terminal session. It means that whenever agent is in my focus and is working on something, there will be a highlighting effect that is dynamic, and whenever an agent is waiting for an input, it's gonna be static. Okay, so these two guys are working. Let's start the third session finally. So that one should verify if we can detect paths to files, and as well add an effect, like an underline effect, and once you click on it, it should take you to the editor. Or this could be URLs as well. So these two cases. I would like to have a feature that whenever there is a URL or a file path, it should be clickable and either open a file in the editor preview, or take a user, if this is a URL, take user to that page via OS browser. I'm wondering if it is possible to detect if a path is a part of the project or it is outside of the project. If this is coming from the project space, it should switch to the editor. If not, then ask if a user would like to open it with a Finder, for example, or another explorer that is available for the system. And we're gonna start a brainstorming session on it because there is too much uncertainty at the moment for the agent. Okay, so there are 3 agents that are working. Let's look at the to-do list. Oh, by the way, there are 2 errors, so maybe let's run a 4th session with an agent that will focus on either search input error or the files tree error. But I believe the search one is more important to fix. So that's the search input from the editor tab. And I have the error message. Please investigate what is the cause of this issue. It happened when I was working in the editor space and typed something into the search input, and then it shows me only searching information, no items. And this is the error message. So I've pasted it in, and let's give it some time. And I am moving this into in progress. Okay, so we have now persistent state in progress, tabs limit in progress, and the detection for paths. This is either a file or an URL. The thing is to add a mechanism to click on it and then decide if it's going to be opened in the editor tab or in a browser if this is URL, and for other cases maybe Finder or other available Explorer. And an important thing, I am open to any ideas. If you believe that there is a crucial feature that is not yet implemented, or you have ideas how to extend the editor or the agentic coding, please let me know in comments or in the chat if you are here now while we are streaming. Okay, so the editor tab limit is, task. So the guy that is working on it is asking some questions about architecture. And because this is an application that we are vibe coding, I am not that experienced. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask for I'm gonna ask it to run 2 sub-agents to verify what option is the best one. Because I cannot really judge. I want you to run 2 sub-agents that should research what is the best way to implement this. We should focus on performance, not so the users shouldn't wait until a tab gonna be saved and closed. Yeah, please verify how to implement it. What is the best approach? Oh, there is a question in the chat. What's the token usage burn at that stage? Well, we've started, the session started almost an hour ago. The Claude session, but we started, okay, so it's almost aligned because we started almost 40 minutes ago, and the current usage is 14. Let me check, sorry. %. So it's not that much. And all of them are working in with high effort. And there was also a fifth one that we stopped, and that guy was also working in high effort. Okay, so the guy that is working on the persistent state for an agent prepared the plan. So I want you to run 2 sub-agents, and they should focus on the review of this plan. One of them should focus on the code aspect and the other one on the architecture aspect. Once you update the plan, please prepare a document with an implementation plan. Sorry, I'm not a native speaker. Please, could you please explain what piece? What do you mean? I am asking Watson. A Watson user that is currently in the chat. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna write that down and maybe use another time. Could be useful. So okay, you say that 12% is nothing. Yeah, I think that as well. But that wasn't the case. 2 months ago or 3 months ago, there was a bug, and no, wait, there were 2 bugs. So one of them, but both these were very, very similar things, that agents were burning too much tokens in the background. And the recent one happened when they released 4.8. They even noticed that. And that's why then later they reset all the usages for all users. So that is one thing, the recent one. And also 2 or 3 months ago, when I was working on multiple sessions, and for example started first one with a medium effort and the other one with a high, then so once you switched in another session, all the previous sessions that were active also were moved up or down depending on the effort of the recent effort change that you've made. And that took a lot of tokens from my account, for example. And I was wondering if there is something wrong that I'm doing or if there is a bug. And it turned out that there was a bug. Watson is asking about the release date. Well, as soon as possible. Yeah. Maybe we can start working. Yeah, let's see, because I don't know how long this session will be. It's already 42 minutes. We should start working on the homepage for the project. So I've prepared the HTML. Okay, so that's the design for the homepage of the project. Pretty simple, should be very, very easy to code, to prepare code for it. And then once we fix, so these 4 things, and let me take a look. Okay, so this is not that important, not that important. Yeah, that could be useful, so I'm gonna raise the prior for it. So that issue is about issue ticket. It depends on the name convention that you use. Whenever I say issue, it doesn't always mean that this is a bug. It's just a task ticket that we can work on. That one could be useful because whenever you start a work tree session, then you close the application, then at the moment, unfortunately, there is no way to go back again to this session unless you suspend it. So this is crucial for the initial, even for the first release. Because if you forgot about it, close the application, then there is no way to resume a session from the application in a certain worksheet. Yeah, that one. Another small thing but important. So whenever you open a modal for the new whenever you open a modal for a new project, to starting a new workspace, then you can either do it with a Finder or whatever Files Explorer you are using in your system, or by using CD command and jumping from one directory to another. And the input is pre-filtering for you available directories, and it's not smart enough because it is only looking for the exact match from the beginning. Small thing but annoying. So also let's move it up. Yeah, small UI improvement. Okay, I think the order now is the right one, and there is a high chance that specific issue gonna be resolved because of the persistent state of agents, because the agent that is working on it also touched that area and asked a bit about the when should I put a certain state, in this case waiting for an input. So maybe it's going to be resolved. But okay, we have a question from an agent that is working on detecting file paths. Okay, and the first answer is the right one. So it is asking how a user is triggering an action to open a URL or a file path. And of course, the standard in this case is by clicking a Control key or Command key and then the left mouse button. So the first answer was the right one. Oh, and this is a good question, because maybe it's for the first iteration, maybe only relative paths should be detected. And this will be helpful because you click on it and then you navigate, the app navigates to the editor tab and to a file that you clicked on. Yeah, so let's choose the relative paths for now. And another question from Watson. Only PHP supported or tech is irrelevant. Well, that's the beauty of agentic coding, that of course in this, so that area allows you to work on whatever project you want, and of course it doesn't have to be an application, it can be whatever else is in the area of your interest. If this is writing documents, preparing analysis, financial analysis for example, then agentic coding is agnostic. But the editor, yeah, this is a valid question. For now, we support JavaScript and TypeScript, and this is not good. So right after releasing, I will focus much more on the editor, because I also would like to replace my PHP IDE that I am using on my machine with Shikigami, because I don't want to pay anymore to guys that are basically doing similar thing or providing similar thing. Yeah, we also have Git integration. I have to test it. It's not yet here visible in this build that I'm working on now, that I'm using now. It's not included, but Git integration has its own work tree and it's ready for the manual verification. I will do it later. But yes, the Shikigami app should support, and that is my plan, to support all major programming languages in the editor area. Okay, so if the plan is ready, please start working on the implementation with sub-agent mode. And please, after each milestone, please run code review. Then, once all is ready, please run the final code review and architecture review. Okay, and now the current session usage is 23. This is information for Watson. 23% used. And and there is a final design for editor tabs limit. Okay, but this is just a spec, so from the spec we're gonna then create a plan for implementation agent. Okay, please continue. And the search error, I don't really want to read all of this because I'm not, anyway, I'm not Electron developer and I'm not the TypeScript guy, so it may not be that, like, I don't really understand everything that is listed here, so let's ask it. And this is also what you can do as well. If something is too complex for you to understand, and it doesn't matter if you are a technical person or non-technical person, you can always ask it for an explanation. Please explain if it means that the issue is serious or this is a simple thing to fix. Thank you for your support, Watson. Yes, let me give me a few more minutes and it's gonna be shipped as soon as possible. And especially for you, I'm not sure. Please tell me what operating system you are using. What are you working on? Because if this isn't Mac, then I have to put more effort on the Linux build. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I see three people are watching and there are only 2 likes. Yeah, valid point. So supporting programming languages is a different thing than supporting frameworks, and let's not talk about frameworks yet, but because I'm not sure how difficult it is to support them as well, because they might have its own handling for certain cases, and this might be a challenge. But since I'm mainly a PHP developer, then for sure Symfony will be supported. Let's see. And okay, Linux. So okay, let me add a card especially for you. Support Linux from the beginning. With a high prio. And a green green color at the top. Okay, and as I said, if there is something that you don't understand from from an output of an agent, don't be afraid to ask for explanation, and then one-liner or whatever you prefer as an answer. But okay, it's not serious, so it means I think we can already start working on it. Instead, we can skip the process of creating a file for it. It doesn't make sense if this is a simple thing. Okay, good. Then please start working on it and use test-driven development for that, to fix that. Once this is ready, please run code review to verify code quality and architecture. If the spec is ready, please continue with work on the implementation plan. Dear Watson user, do you mean, what do you mean by manage? So, for example, in my case, I have a dedicated project that holds infrastructure definitions, and then yes, it's also, from time to time, it's my workspace here as well. I don't keep it I don't keep it open all the time, but I use Shikigami and agents to work on the infrastructure. Okay, I see. Well, this is okay. So this is definitely something to explore. But I need more specification on it. But you mean like a static analysis on configs, or something more complex? Or predefined YAML files? Okay, good. We have still a lot of tokens available for this session, so I'm gonna take care of that bug. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to describe it clear enough for the agent. So let's verify. So the issue is, maybe we can reproduce it. Maybe not here, maybe in the who is out of office project. Okay, these directories are empty. And this as well. Okay, I don't have a state to reproduce it, and I don't want to remove any of the files that are actually needed. But the issue was that okay, I'm not gonna remove this file. So the issue was, but okay, we have release directory, so maybe let me remove that. Okay. No. Okay, so I cannot reproduce it. Because the issue was that whenever I removed something from a subdirectory, then the part of that tree where that subdirectory was just was minimized, collapsed. So I opened it, I went one level or 2 levels down, removed something from there, and then the whole thing got closed. That was the issue. So we can describe that to an agent. Maybe it finds something. Okay, now I understand. So Watson is asking if it supports more cases like having a team of agents with different roles. So that's not what is available and what will be available in the free version of Shikigami. I started working on something similar what Watson is describing some time ago, where you can create a team of agents with different roles. But this isn't ready yet. This isn't production ready yet. Kind of work. I've tested it a few times, but for sure it's not gonna be for free. So Watson, if you would like to be the first user, yeah, the first one to test it, then yeah, please send me a DM, and yeah, maybe I can release a closed beta or closed alpha, whatever closed version, and you can be the first one to test it. But okay, let's try to describe the issue with the files tree to an agent, and maybe it will be able to learn something. When I was working in the editor mode and removed a file from the files tree, the file was in a subdirectory, in a few levels nested in a directory from the root directory. Yeah, it may be difficult, but let's see. When I removed the file, then the whole tree minimized until the root tree, the root level, sorry. Yeah, let's clean a little bit the prompt. If you need more information, please ask. Okay, thank you, Watson. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for likes, subscribes. It helps, especially at the beginning. And if there is something more that you would like to see during sessions, or you have an idea maybe for another open source project, please let me know in the comments section or in the chat if you are still here. There is always a space for improvement, but yeah, that won't happen if you won't let me know. And I am open, of course, for new ideas and yeah, also your feedback. The editor tabs limit is okay. We have a task for that, so we can run agents in a sub-agent driven mode. Yes. Please start working on the implementation in a sub-agent driven mode. Please run code review after each milestone, and then final code review and the architecture review for the whole change set. The search error fix is ready to be merged. Please merge changes to the local main branch. Yeah, and the gamma version sounds great. Sounds great. And the beast mode, yeah, maybe because I named it organization mode, maybe I should change it to beast mode. Sorry, we already have. What does it mean? Prepare group Discord page. So we have a Discord server. Let me share the link in the chat. Let me know if this is what you meant, or is this something else? Okay, so the search editor fixes are in. Okay, have been merged. Okay. Yes, please remove the work tree and the branch. Okay, so I see the new person. So in the Discord server, so I believe that's what you asked for. And to all the users, all persons that would like to join us. So the Discord server is a place where I would like to build a community where we can share our experience, our knowledge and news around agentic coding. And it doesn't matter if you are new in the space or you have plenty of experience. If there is something that you can share with us, I'm open to learn. And of course, if there is something that you don't know and would like to ask, but you don't know whom, then please ask the Discord server. If this is related to Claude Code, there is a channel for Claude. If something else, then please do it in general, and then I can create a dedicated channel for it if it is not yet present on our server. Okay, so could you explain there was an issue or not? Okay, so there was a bug. Okay, could you please verify that with a sub-agent that is focusing on the architecture for such features? Okay, so we have a new member officially on our Discord server. Sorry if I'm gonna pronounce it bad, but yeah, sorry for that. TT, welcome. Thank you for reading rules and accepting them, and welcome to the community. Okay, one more issue that I see now. I cannot scroll the bottom left terminal. I cannot scroll the content there. Let me add a issue for that. Okay, so the third session has no scrollable behavior. Okay, and there is one more update here. So the search input error. Okay, I'm gonna move it to manual verification. And the notification system, I forgot. I've tested it. This one is done. So so how it works, the notification system. Whenever you switch focus from the Shikigami app to another app, and there is an agent that is working on something and the work is done, you should receive a notification. Like on Mac, it's gonna be a small card that will appear. Once you click on it, the focus should be again should take you to the Shikigami application and then to that specific agent that reported that the work is done. Did you verify the proposition with an architecture? Okay, that one didn't ask for a review. So it's good that we asked about architecture of the solution. Okay, and for the guy that is working on the FireStree issue, I wanted to prepare because it looks like there are two issues. So I wanted to prepare a fixed plan for both. I want you to prepare a fixed plan for both issues. Once you prepare a plan, then ask for 2 reviews from independent subagents. Okay, so it's a long stream today. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna work a bit off stream tomorrow, So the plan is to finalize issues that are in progress, because we are preparing for the release hopefully next week. And there is one more important thing as well, is to prepare a website, promotion website for the project. It's gonna be free. It's a closed source for sure at the beginning. Maybe I will open source it later. Let's see. But for now it's gonna be closed source, free to use, no hidden payments, no nothing. This is Agentic IDE that I am using in my everyday work, and I would like to share it with others completely off charge. There is an Agentic IDE. This is an Agentic IDE with an agentic coding mode and as well the editor mode. So whenever you work on a code base that you know well and want to support your work, support yourself with an agent, one or two or more, it's up to you. You can do it within Shikigami. You don't have to switch between terminal or terminal tabs and your favorite IDE. I hope Shikigami will become your favorite IDE. And yeah, let's verify it next week. I'm open for feedback so please leave comments if there is something that you would like to learn more about Shikigami before the release, or if there are features that you believe should be there. We're gonna work hard on supporting all major programming languages, all major frameworks, but for the initial version of it, only programming languages will be supported. Frameworks, it's a bit tricky, so I believe that can happen in the background after the release. There is a Git integration. We worked on it last week. Let me show you again the Shikigami app board. So yeah, Git integration, this is implemented. I forgot to move it to manual verification. I didn't look at it yet, but it is ready for manual testing. And then things in progress that we worked on today, and smaller issues in to-do list. Okay, and I hope that for the next live stream, the project web page will be live. I'm gonna share it with you if I will do it. If not, then maybe the next stream we can deploy it together. Let's see. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm gonna let them work. Thank you for all the chat activity. Thank you for comments, likes, and new subscribers. Thank you. That's it for today. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.